Hi, Jim Wagner here, your tactical and survival instructor. It hasn't happened yet, but it's only a matter of time, and I want to get in front of this before it does. And what I'm talking about are drone attacks used by terrorists or criminals within the United States. Now, I'm not talking about military-grade drones like the ones I used to guard when I was in the security forces as a soldier that can fire a Hellfire missile into a building and completely wipe it out. No, I'm talking about drones that are bought off the shelf, whether for private use or commercial use, and then they are modified so they can drop an explosive, a chemical weapon, or a biological weapon. And nowadays, they can attack a school filled with children, a monument with people around it, a church, a number of places. So let's discuss further what I'm talking about and what you need. If you look around your own city, all exterior surveillance cameras are currently pointed horizontally or things at the ground, and none of them are pointed to the sky where the next threat can come from. Therefore, if security is your responsibility, I recommend that your organization think outside of the box. That box being your building or the square plot of land you have your assets on, and start to think spherically. In other words, the airspace above your box. Your organization needs to place at least one PTZ camera pointed at the sky to detect an incoming or hovering drone, or even a model rocket that has its nose cone filled with fentanyl, anthrax, or whatever that can be successfully launched from hundreds of yards away. Once the video camera operations operator, someone who is trained to detect criminal or terrorist pre-conflict indicators, should also be trained to spot an airborne threat and transmit the warning, drone, drone, drone. This warning means that everyone in the hot zone is to stay indoors or get indoors if the building is close enough. If not, then obviously to move away from the drone in a safe direction. Besides possibly spotting a drone or rocket with an upward-looking surveillance camera and warning everybody on the ground if one is spotted, knowing from what direction it came from may determine where more are going to come from. And the footage is definitely going to help the authorities in the post-attack investigation. If the camera does not pick up any landmarks or skyline and only shows the sky, then a directional marker can be placed in the camera's view for orientation. Yes, obviously drones can change directions and even hover, so knowing the origin based on the flight path may not be completely revealing. Even if you have eyewitnesses who spotted the attack, it's usually after the damage has been done or they didn't see what direction it came from, especially if it's a rocket. As I speak to you now on January 17th, 2025, virtually nobody, no organizations have cameras that look into the sky. Okay, perhaps the military and some other very high security places, but certainly not soft targets. And of course, this is going to be the attack of the future. So get a camera up there, multiple cameras, or if you're in an area where you don't have a good visual of the sky, get a long pole, like a flagpole, and mount it to the very top, the camera on the very top, and that way you can see what threats are coming from the sky. So until the next lesson, be a hard target.
If you're going to evacuate someone under fire like a professional bodyguard does, be it a Tier 1 principal or possibly someone you love, then on day 18, you'll learn the correct way to do it. In Jim Wagner's book, Warrior Wisdom in 1 month, you'll learn a different tactical skill each day of the month, and it will take only minutes to read. Be a hard target. Order your copy now.
Would you like to be taught personally by Jim Wagner? Do you need some tactical questions answered, or need some advice about security? Are you looking to be instructor certified for a particular course or courses? Now you can with private online training or consultation directly with Jim. Go to this webpage for booking reservation information. Be a hard target.